everyone, it's Julia. I'm doing a pair of jeans today. Now these are a thrifted pair of jeans that I picked up. There was a bag sale going on, so I got 10. Actually got 10 pair of jeans in the bag for $30. So they were about $3, and they are a cropped jean, just right above the ankle. And then I found this really cool piece of fabric. Picked it up at Hobby Lobby, and I think they still have it there. It's just multicolored and just a lot of patches. And I think that for what I'm doing today, that kind of fabric with a lot of different colors work the best. And you'll see what I mean by that. I'm going to lay this on the inside of my pants. So the jeans are turned inside out right now. I'm just going to cut these down a little bit on the bottom because it is a little narrower at the ankle. Just want that to fit in there, so it's going to go all the way down the whole length of my pants leg on the inside. Now I'm cutting some Heat and Bond light. I'm just cutting really narrow strips of this. And then I'm going to iron these strips on the right side of my piece of fabric. This will make more sense in a little bit here. It's just hard for me to pin this piece into place. I find that pins just get in the way, and I've tried gluing, but glue sometimes shows up on the right side of my jeans, and I didn't want that either. So I just think this is just the easiest way to do this, just adding this Heat and Bond light. Now I'm removing all that paper and leaving that adhesive on. I will link my supplies down below for you. And this now is going to just get pinned or just ironed on into place. And now this is just going to be secured in place when I take this to my sewing machine. I'm at my sewing machine and I have my free motion foot on, and notice I have my oh gosh, what's it called? Open bed. I'm just taking my whole jean leg and I'm going to push that whole thing through that open bed all the way to the end. I didn't quite get it all the way on, but far enough I was able to make it work. As you can see, I'm just shoving all this fabric on there, lowering my presser foot, and then I'm going to just free motion stitch this on. Now this is the reason why pins just don't work. They just let loose. You poke yourself. There's just too much of a bunch of fabric. And I'm just going to stitch around the whole edge of this fabric. I have a color of the top stitching of the jeans, which is almost like a camel or tan color, in my bobbin, because that's going to show on the outside of my jeans. Going across the top of that fabric now, and then we'll be heading down the other side. When I get down to the bottom, I was able to stitch the hem part of that and enclose that whole piece. Turn it right side. Now you can see that stitching. And now I'm going to cut a bunch of slits. I'm being very careful not to cut that fabric, but I want to expose it. I'm using like a 5-inch Fiskars. It's very sharp. I'll link that down below as well. This is a great scissor for this kind of a thing. Some of these I'm going to cut the hole a little bit bigger so you can see more of the fabric. And then I'm just going to keep on going all the way up. Some of these you can notice I pinned back the little flap. And some of them I just left the way they are. And I'm going to take this now and I'm going to hand stitch this. I just really loved how this looked. And I just did a running stitch, very easy, in front of the TV. And some of them I did a different or 2 rows of stitching, and I use a bunch of different colors of thread. It just adds a bunch of just interest. I just really love how this turned out. It was easy and really didn't take that long. Now just to add a little bit of a pocket tuck, maybe you'd call it, just adding a little bit of that fabric. This is the easiest way I found to do this, is just to keep folding and ironing and pinning this into place. So that I had a little bit of heat and bond light there. I removed that. And then just ironing the edges down as I go and folding. When I get to the bottom, I'm just going to put that fabric, that extra fabric, inside the pocket. And then I'll just stitch that into place. Added another patch on the other side of my jeans. And then for the pocket, I'm going to do something very simple. Just going to cut and fold that pocket back and then just tuck a little piece of fabric in there. And then that'll get stitched down as well. Back to my sewing machine. Now this is a patch that I did on the other side of that pants leg. And I have my free motion foot on, and I'm doing free motion zigzag. And I'm just adding some doodles. When you do free motion, it's just a lot of fun. But when you go horizontally, it's a straight stitch, and then when you go vertically, it's going to be a zigzag. It's really a quick way to sew. It has kind of a wonky stitch. So I basically just make it more wonky by doing these little doodles. It is just a lot of fun. And then too, I'm going to do just the free motion stitching on this little pocket. Just stitching all over that patch to keep it into place. Now I stuffed quite a bit of this fabric inside the pocket, and you can trim that away. I just left it in there. I have some pictures at the end. They're bright. I think it'd be fun just to wear just a bright colored t-shirt with it for in the summertime. I hope you enjoyed this, everybody. I hope you have a chance to give it a try. It was really an easy and fun way to dress up a pair of old jeans. Have a great week. Bye for now.